Arsenal you think we win 4 trophy, might end up winning.
Nobody's coming out as
nobody's
fan.
Yeah, nobody's saying Arsenal will win 4 trophies.
You can't write Chelsea off. That's just what I'm trying to say.
Chelsea are not in the position to even do something like that.
You can win the FA Cup.
For your dream, Abi.
That is again. When I won the Champions League, people say I can.
There was so much quality in the squad. Compare that quality in the squad to now.
You don't want to what we are saying.
Compare the quality in the squad with that dent now.
Is it the kind of quality that you have there?
Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Football. And as usual, I'm your host, Kellis Dino, and I welcome you to weekend preview on the Premier League. Tonight, here with me is Don Marv of Manchester United.
Welcome to the show, Kelly.
And also here with me is Dre
of
Chelsea Football Club.
How old are you, bro?
I'm just 21 years.
Yeah, you look healthy. You look so healthy.
And also here with me is Steve of the Gunners, the awaiting champions of the Premier League. Are we good to go?
Sure.
So, do you, Chelsea and Man U, do you agree that Arsenal are the awaiting champions?
Of what?
The champions, the Premier League.
They play.
7 points ahead of the ahead on the table. It's not.
People will be blown within 3 weeks.
Okay, so let's look into it. So we preview the Premier League matches starting from Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. So let's do it. So we are going to start with Dre, which is Chelsea's fan. Chelsea are currently 6th on the Premier League table with 34 points. Dre, going into Crystal Palace game, the last time out, it was a goalless draw in the opening game of the season against Crystal Palace. You are here to take on Crystal Palace in order to maintain your position and quest for the top 4 or even the Premier League. So what type of game are we expecting against Crystal Palace?
The game you are expecting against Crystal Palace? Yeah, you should expect an entertaining outing. This game is going to be tough because actually we are playing away. So the game will be very, very tough. And but irrespective of that, you should expect a very, 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 very entertaining game. Because Chelsea, we are playing under a new manager. The boys have something to prove. We have a point to prove. That is one. And secondly, with our current position, we can't avoid to lose more games. Because if you look at Manchester United, they are topping us with a point. So, and moving forward, every point is very, very important. So I believe the game will be very, very entertaining. Chelsea will give it their all. And I'm sure if we do it well, we should be able to come out with the win.
Steve, it is Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. It is also a London derby. What type of game do you expect Crystal Palace to take into Chelsea's game? They will be at home at Selhurst Park. We all know that it is always a crazy game whenever Chelsea take on any London rivals. So Crystal Palace, they are currently not at their best because last season they were the FA Cup champions, and they also made it to the European. They also made an European spot. So, but as it stands, it has not been going their way as expected. What type of game do you think that Crystal Palace will take into Chelsea's game?
Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult match for Chelsea because looking at the way Chelsea play lately, I'm not so impressed with the way they play. And, Crystal Palace, this is a kind of game that they are expecting to play. Everybody, they are going to rise up against Chelsea. Then, Chelsea, for now, Chelsea have not been playing with confidence. I don't know. And even their coach, the last match they played yesterday, I didn't even see the glimpse that, okay, this is what they want to do. So Crystal Palace as a team, they are a very difficult side to go. And I know they are going to give Chelsea for their own.
Don Marv, let's take a look at that Crystal Palace team. Last season, they finished 7th on the Premier League table. And they also made an European spot, like I said earlier. Currently, they are going to take on Chelsea, who we know that they are currently 6th on the Premier League table. Crystal Palace are currently 13th on the Premier League table with 28 points. They have not been at their best. Do you think that the selling of Eze to Arsenal has affected them? Do you think that has been the problem with Crystal Palace this season?
You know, generally, the club has been going through there has been some underground issue going on at the club like this. Amid the other uncertainties over um, over their manager. Also, they just lost their captain, Maguire, to Manchester City. So there are a lot of uncertainties going on at the club at the moment. So they are not stable. They are not a stable club at the moment. I don't even expect them to get a draw against Chelsea. To be fair.
Even though Chelsea has not been at their best, you don't expect Crystal Palace to take a draw.
You know, a lot is going on at Palace right now.
Even Chelsea.
Even Chelsea, but I think there is a lot more going on at Palace than Chelsea. Because you can see Mateta, their striker, who scored a lot of goals for them last season. Maybe I think about 15 goals in no competition like this, or 17. He's forcing his way out like this at the moment. Yeah, he said he will stop playing for Palace. Their striker, Philip Mateta. They just lost their striker too. Their manager said he wants to lose too. So there are a lot of things going on at Palace like this. They have not been themselves recent weeks.
Dre, in your last 5 meetings with Crystal Palace, it is 2 winnings for Chelsea and 3 draws in total. So as it stands, in your last 5 meetings with Crystal Palace, you've not lost a game against Crystal Palace. You currently have a new coach in the name of Liam Lozanoy. Do you think that you are beginning to have confidence in Chelsea as that team that will go to away at Selhurst Park and pick up 3 points?
That is a very difficult question to answer actually, because this coach is a very young guy. Apart from being young, I don't think he has a lot of experience when it comes to Premier League matters. So that is number 2. Also, the team, they are just bouncing back from after losing a manager that took them to the Club World Cup final and win it. Also a manager that won the Conference League. So definitely, I don't know. For now, I don't even think we have identity. So we can't just base the team performance on the new coach, because to me the new coach still have a long way to go. And if you look at Chelsea, whenever we get a new coach mid-season, we tend to perform. It's just like fluke. It's not something you can build upon. It's normal. The first time we won the Champions League, we used the Matteo mid-season and we won the Champions League. So it's not something you can just put all your hope like 100% that okay, this is not the team we want to count on. And a young manager managing young squad, so definitely there will be some up and down. But looking at the game this weekend, I think with what Marv has said earlier, we are in a better position than Crystal Palace at the moment. So I think we should be able to grind out a result.
Talking about sacking a coach in the mid-season. Also, the last time you sacked your coach in January was when you sacked Lampard in January. That was in 2021. Yeah. 2020-2021 season. You also went ahead to win the Champions League with Antonio Conte. So do you think that
Champions League?
Not Conte.
Tuchel. Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. Do you think that such thing could repeat itself this season?
Not with this kind of squad actually.
So you think that Chelsea doesn't have that squad to win the Champions League this season?
Can you name our defenders?
Why not?
The likes of Chalobah, Tosin Badiashile.
It was also almost the same squad that used to win the Club World Cup. So what's the difference? Almost the same defense line.
No, to me, I don't think we have that kind of squad. I'm not actually writing them off, but if you look at what your opponents actually accumulate, what they have at hand, just as if you are going to a gunfight with a machete. Yes, we have the likes of Bayern Munich, we have Arsenal that have first 11, second 11. We have Barcelona that is very good. We have Madrid, especially with their front line. So we can't say we are good defensively. We can't say we are good attack-wise. So definitely you can't compare yourself with all these teams. So definitely you can't. I don't know, anything can happen before the season runs out. Even Manchester United has a better squad compared to Chelsea recently. Because if you look at Manchester United backline, They have Maguire, Delight, and they have Dogood and some of the good players. Their midfield is good. The only place they have issue is maybe the midfield to some extent. So definitely you can't just say okay Chelsea are there, but anything can happen. We are hopeful.
Steve, Chelsea, they currently have a new manager in the man Liam Lozenoy. Do you think that Lozenoy is that man that will take Chelsea to the promised round? We know that Chelsea is a big club anytime, any day when it comes to England and Europe as well. They have won the Champions League twice, Europa League twice. They are the current world champions, so a lot are expected from them. But do you think that their new manager Lozenoy is that man that will take them back to where they belong to?
For me, I don't think that guy is capable of doing that because in the last few matches that I'm seeing him coaching Chelsea, I've never seen improvement. Yeah,
Well,
I
in the
didn't
last
see.
3 games he won.
No, he
He
didn't.
lost against
Arsenal.
then he won
And
Brentford.
Charlton.
Against Bathurst.
Is he Baffert?
Bathurst.
Yesterday, Abi. That does not mean those matches they are expected him to win. So it's not something special. There are some matches that okay, you can see where you are going in terms of information, the way player plays together, the way he galvanized those players. So for me, so far, I've never seen something so special about the guy. So I can't even judge him basically now because he took Chelsea from halfway. So I cannot predict what he can do presently. So maybe if there is time, if they give him enough time to improve himself, showcase his talent, I think he's a man. But presently, I'm not seeing that man like he can change as in take Chelsea to the next level.
You say that you have not seen the style of play that he has introduced into that team or his identity. But don't you think that it will take time for a new manager to inculcate his ideology of football into the team?
Maybe this season for him is just to experience, know how Premiership is. A coach coming as in the middle of Premiership, you can't just predict what he's capable of doing. So you need to give him some times to get his own personal player to he have his own style of player. I need to bring in some players that can as in fit into his own philosophy. So maybe if he can able to manage Chelsea to the end of season without sacking him, maybe next season, yes, because you all know Chelsea. If you are not giving that result, they can sack you at any time. So if they can give him enough time, maybe he can improve.
Marv, looking at Chelsea as a football club, like I said earlier, they are that big team which has been there in the Premier League since the era of Abramovich. They have been at their best. They are the England team that has won the highest major trophies in 21st century. Looking at Chelsea and how the new owners have managed Chelsea, what do you think is Chelsea's problem? Why does it seem that in the last few years Chelsea has not been challenging for the title? What do you think has been Chelsea's problem?
During the era of Abramovich, he prefers to spend a lot of money and win trophies. As long as he's spending money and he's seeing and he's getting results of Chelsea winning trophies, he doesn't care about a lot of things. But these new owners, then what's their name? Under the blue co, they are just there for the business. All they are just trying to do is like money laundering. That's what they are. That's what they are taking Chelsea for at the moment. To be fair, it's a big club now. It's not supposed to be like that. If you want to do such things, you should go to a club like Aston Villa, West Ham, and go. Chelsea doesn't deserve to be used as a money laundering club. All you want to do, use Chelsea to do is business. No ambition, nothing, nothing. Imagine telling a manager to keep playing a player just for his market value to increase. This is not the Chelsea we know now.
Yeah, I think as in Chelsea, they are not going to the way of their own culture. All this team, they have their own culture,
Yes.
the way they play. This kind of players, they are not fitting to Chelsea standard. We have the player of Garnacho, all these players, and they are not the kind of player that they can. If when Abramovich is still there, I'm very sure that Abramovich will not even sign him player like
Garnacho, Joe Pedro, Delap.
Delap, all those kind of players. They are not warriors. They are not that kind of player that okay you can just rely on. Unlike you do want to be comparing Garnacho to when you have Maluda, all these players that can so good players. So I think the main, let me just say the main culture is not more there for Chelsea.
Do you agree with him that the culture at Chelsea is no longer there? We all know Chelsea doesn't parade fine boys in those days. We parade men who has that winning mentality that even in the dying minutes. For instance, there was a match where Mourinho was playing, when Mourinho was your coach in his second coming, when he was playing PSG, and in that particular match, he has to introduce them Baba. He has to introduce them Baba from the bench. So Chelsea had a lot of good players, quality players in that bench. So do you agree that with Steve that the culture at Chelsea has been destroyed?
The culture in that aspect, no, we have lots of culture. One aspect of culture is your winning mentality, your culture of winning trophy. I think we are still there. It is not just up to the standard. At least last season we won 2 trophies, so at least we are still there. This season there's still hope of
winning trophies as well.
Winning another trophy. You have to wait till the end of the season. I can win the Champions League.
They are still in the Champions League. They are still in the FA Cup. They are still in the.
You can't write me off.
They don't have that you can't win the Champions League.
They are still in the Champions League.
You can see the club that won the Champions League last season.
Yes, but they are still in the FA Cup as well. They are still in the FA Cup. They are also still in the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
So anything can happen.
They are getting eliminated by Arsenal now.
Anything can happen in the second leg.
Wait till then. Wait till then. This Arsenal you think we win 4 trophy might end up winning nothing.
Nobody's coming out as
nobody's
fan.
Yeah, nobody's saying Arsenal.
So you can't write Chelsea off. That's just what I'm trying to tell you.
Chelsea are not in the position to even do something like that.
We can win the FA Cup.
For your dream.
Today. Today. When I won the Champions League, people say I cannot beat Bayern in their own stadium.
Compare that quality in the squad to now.
Last season when I beat PSG.
Quality in the squad that day.
Last season did I have any quality when I beat PSG? See, there are sometimes things will just work out for your good.
Okay.
See, that is just how life works. It's not every time you'll be good.
This is not 2021.
But this I'm talking about last year. I won the Club World Cup last year, not 2021.
Club World Cup, that's a glorified friendly.
But your club is not there.
Doesn't matter.
That's something I'm not there. It's a glorified friendly.
The Champions League.
You are telling someone that I won the Champions League twice. I won the Champions League to play the Club World Cup.
Are you telling me about Champions League?
I won the Champions League to qualify. Do you know I did not qualify for that Champions League?
Who do you expect him to tell about Champions League?
You mean I should tell this guy?
You face his neighbors. It's not all neighbors. Are you trying to tell Manchester? You are trying to
Kelly. The main reason the main reason he did not qualify for the said glorified friendly is because he's nowhere to be found in the Champions League for the past 4 years.
Yes.
So I want the Champions League to qualify for the glorified friendly you just said.
We have fair play.
This man did not qualify also. He's not there.
Yes.
So you cannot just ridicule my achievement because you want to feel good. I played well. I won the Champions League. I qualified for the Club World Cup. Then the reigning champion, the team that massacre that father your father, that mother your mother. I met the so-called team and I massacre him. And he said it's glorified. I don't like that. So as I was saying before, the Champions League less team decided and the other guy tried to interrupt.
What are you trying to say?
You cannot just write off Chelsea. The culture is still there.
Okay.
The culture is still there. The only thing is that we are now looking at the world is revolving. I'm not in support of these new owners, but things are revolving. They have their own ideology, they have their own philosophy. We can't just keep banking on the last glory. So I believe.
We're not talking about the.
We are talking about parading players. How many old players do you have currently?
The main player that you are signing, are they quality? Are they to Chelsea standard?
To some extent, we have Casedo that is Chelsea standard.
Of course.
How many players are
Even during the time we said we parade, we still have 1 or 2 players that are not up to that standard.
But they might
I will
not
not
be
mention
regular
it. I
players
will
to
not
start
want
with.
to. They might not. Okay. Now let's look at our first 11. Sanchez can enter anything. He has improved.
Anyone.
Any team.
In Chelsea's prime, okay, let's look at check.
Any team exile,
Yes.
you are joking.
Listen, Dre.
Sanchez can enter any team. He's your keeper better than Sanchez.
Dre.
So
Let's look at Chelsea.
I'm with you.
In when Czech was there, can Sanchez keep Czech at the bench?
No, he can't.
Can he keep coaches at the bench?
I didn't keep any on the bench.
But we don't have such keeper again. Okay, in the Premier League now. See, in the Premier League, apart from let me say Raya, then yes, honestly, I don't see keepers that are better than him.
Martinez is also the Aston Villa goalkeeper.
He's better than Martinez.
He's better than Martinez.
Yes, he saves. Yes,
He said
he saves. Yes.
he doesn't.
What are you talking about? Put Martinez in this Chelsea squad. We'll still be facing the same thing we are facing.
That's a lie. Martinez is a better goalkeeper than. Are you World Cup winner? Is he the World Cup winner?
World Cup, anybody can be in a winning team. Anybody can be in a winning team.
If you are in a winning team,
If the Martinez is that good, if he's that good, he will not be in Aston Villa. If he's that good, he will not be in Aston Villa.
That does not mean now.
That's the first to tell you that everybody can be anywhere.
Last season, I think Man U they are trying to sign him.
yeah,
It's not that
try to
because
sign him.
playing in Aston Villa does not show that you are.
I'm just trying to tell you that currently Sanchez is not that bad. Yeah, the guy has improved.
Yeah, he just improved.
He has improved.
If you are talking about 2 seasons ago, you are here cursing that guy.
He's a young guy now.
He's a young guy. At what?
And one thing Casey, one thing is that during those days you can't Chelsea have this philosophy that the keeper should play from behind. Not every goalkeeper, even the Peter Cech, you can't expect Peter Cech to play from behind.
Of course.
Despite the fact that the guy is good. So definitely it's just the coach philosophy.
How many wait this Peter Cech?
Even this James, I'm trying to analyze my squad. I don't like Arsenal fans interrupting me when I'm talking.
Peter Cech that you are talking. How many goals? How many boys that Cech has done? Maybe error that leads to goal.
Somebody that don't know how to play from behind. We ask him to play from behind. How many times is Cech playing from behind?
I've made 2 errors.
The question is that how many times is Cech playing from behind?
Why not? Is it?
Are they playing from behind? During Chelsea,
During Chelsea, no, it was not.
We don't play from behind.
It was not the football tradition then anyway.
That is it.
So what are you now saying? So you can't compare Sanchez with Cech. So this
Even with Mendy, you just one Champions League winner, Mendy.
Now you dey analyze my club for me.
No,
As I was saying, James go enter that squad.
Which squad?
By Champions League winning
So
squad.
he's going to bench.
Ivanovic.
He was in the Champions League the last.
The fact you want with Champions League, wetin you wan talk?
He was
one.
2021.
Talking about.
But Chelsea also has.
That's the time that is
We
good.
are talking about when Chelsea is still parading now.
Man, say James na boy.
Who be Chelsea?
James na boy.
Is it wey go give you 2 matches go injury?
Is it his fault that he is going on injury?
So what are you now?
Is it his
I
fault?
don't rate players I don't rate injury poor players.
When they
If a player can go on injury and come back and still give you 100% performance, most players that are not injury prone cannot do that.
When they need you most, you are not there. So what are you?
Is it his fault that he's not there?
But he was there for Chelsea when they won.
When they won the Champions League.
match?
Is
What are you
So
saying?
name that final.
No, it was not the only
check
defender.
that. Go through that final.
say wait, any of the player don dey for you make you win Champions League.
See what are we?
Is-
You look at where.
The truth is,
No, let's continue
you
this
don't
conversation.
expect. It's not possible that you expect a player to play all your matches in a season.
That when you need them most.
Yeah, that is.
We need him in the Champions League final.
Last season, what did he
And
do
he
as your captain?
But he was there in the final when Chelsea won the
the Club World Cup.
Club World Cup.
Oh, there are some people.
That was when Chelsea needed him most. You talk about when he needed most.
Before that final.
Oh yes.
Assuming all those people that they are playing before that final, they didn't go to the final.
That is why you have backup. That is why there are 25 players registered.
When you need him,
Let's move
most,
to
you are
the next
not
question.
there.
If you just analyze Chelsea, Chelsea come with Club World Cup. You dey talk anyhow.
This is the Chelsea Chelsea fan.
It's alright. So Steve,
Chelsea fan. Let's move.
Nothing na sabi. You analyse my team for me.
You are trying to play the Champions League gimmick with Manchester United fan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
This is beat you in 28. You don win am. You have 3. You are leaving me 3-0. Now I don win 2. Since that I never even play final. Hey, calm down now. Me maybe going to go see with you. Me come back now. Calm down.
Get to so what?
They forbid you to get anyone. They forbid you to get one.
So, Steve,
best.
Crystal Palace
No
versus Chelsea. What will be the outcome of the game? What will the correct score for you?
No, it's going to be very difficult for Chelsea to win that match. I'm seeing draw. Like 2-2, 2-2, 2-2.
So 2-2.
Very difficult game for Chelsea. Yeah.
3. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. What would be the outcome of the game?
0-1. Chelsea is winning 1.
1-0.
Clean sheet for Sanchez. Right Sanchez.
So,
Your keeper don't get clean sheet Richard now.
the Mav, Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. What is your correct score prediction?
2-1 in favor of Chelsea.
Chelsea to win 2-1. So
Yeah.
you agree that Chelsea will win 2-1. If Chelsea will win 2-1, they will overtake Manchester United.
We beat Arsenal, huh?
You
We are going to the Emirates.
For your dream,
We are going to the Emirates. This is pure football. This is real life, bro.